Yeah, I can't really talk very well right now, but I just wanted to make a video anyway, and good and bad happened at this club that we were not excited about. The good was I got hired. My audition went very well, and I got a good audience. They all were applauding, and the bad thing was my audition was my nose ring got straightened out and pulled by my top, and yeah, so, and when I asked the universe that I wanted, like, I guess, to be a little bit more psychically in tune, I have been getting it, and I think that my nose ring straightening out and almost pulling through, like, I don't have to get stitches, and didn't go all the way through that. Thank you, God. I think that's just a sign, you know, of Drew and I shouldn't be anymore, just like my nose ring isn't it. He was the one who got me that. It's just like a sign, you know, he's going to hurt you. This hurt. He's going to hurt you. That's what the universe is trying to tell me. I'm hurting her. You know, he's turned into a monster. I said a lot of bad things in my first video. And I'm sorry that was Seville who said those really hurtful things, and I looked back and I was like, I'm trying to become a more loving being, not a hateful kind of person. So I deleted the video to make this new video despite my throat being fucked up. So, night went well. I don't have to go to an L strip club to get my lap dances. I totally got them here. And then I even got a chance to get on stage with a really hot guy, and we had to trade clothes. Like, he stripped down. Down to his, like, underwear. It was like, and then, you know, like, we, like, traded clothes and we were, like, trying to do as fast as we could. So it was a very interesting night, and then on top of that, we had a voodoo burlesque, and they were phenomenal. I really enjoyed it, and I don't know, like, I guess I attract certain people, but one of the girls who was, like, the dom-like girl, she came to me with one of her balls, and we started talking about, like, BDSM, we started talking about reptiles, and she's like, here's my number, let's go to a reptile con together. And I was like, fuck yeah. So that was good. And then, sorry. Well, I had to wait to get, like, confirmed and everything. The manager, I guess, kind of asked me out on a date. I don't know, like, he gave me his number, and he's like, if you're really into, like, you know, some BDSM stuff, like, oh, I'll find someone who can tie you up, like, they can do shibari on you, and I'm just gonna sit back and sip some wine, but it's on Wednesdays. He's like, just text me, and I was like, holy shit, the manager, I was like, funny, and I was like, okay. And then, here's where the bad came in again. Besides my nose ring almost destroying my nose, I was on stage, and I felt it coming on, like, I feel like I was choking, and my esophagus right now just feels like it's, like, closing up on me. It's really horrible feeling, like, it's, like, feels like death. I felt like I was going to die, because even breathing through my nose was incredibly difficult. And this guy kept asking me for a lap dance, and every time I tried to tell him how much the price was, I started to choke, and I couldn't get my words out, and then I went to get water, but I couldn't even drink the water because my throat was just, I don't know if it's the smoke or the mold, or just because I'm trying to get over a cold and the smoke is really aggravating this. So I ran and I fell into the bathroom. It's like the second time falling on my face, and fell into the bathroom and ran into a sink, and I was like, it was so painful. I was like crying, like some of my makeup is gone just because I was crying and gagging, and then I ended up like gagging so much I ended up throwing up a little bit, and it was just, it was a bitch. That's all I gotta say. It was a fucking. So I had to come upstairs and breathe some fresh air out the window, hang my head out. And I've had a lot of hot water, which has helped a lot. So now I can actually complete a full sentence. But I have to talk very soft.